Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect. Once again, this is Alpha 29 and this is episode 3, I think. Something like that. I'm pretty sure the alpha's right, I'm just not sure about the episode number. Anyway, in the previous episode, we put the library in, we put the chapel in. We got the chapel or the generic faith area up here. So we got prayer mats, yoga mats, benches, pews, and some altar up the top there. Maybe you can put like a little circle with a pentagram in it and call up a toad beast or something. Who knows what you can do in that, or you can just pray to some generic deity. Anyway, in this episode we will be putting in the yard. As you can see, we've got yard here, but I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put some holding cells there. Also, I'm going to put some protective custody cells, I think. We don't really need them, to be honest with you. The thing about protective custody is if they've got some bad traits, and things like cop killer or ex-law enforcement, then those traits they affect other people, right? So they are cop killer, ex-law enforcement or whatever. I guess if it's, ex-law enforcement, what will happen is that when it boots off, or it could boot off any time, and the prisoners will go violent and actually target the person with that trait. Same as the cop killer. If they've got cop killer, the guards, when it kicks off, will happily beat the crap out of him, or they might even just hit him. But because they're all low risk, that's never going to happen, so we might not do that. But either way, I do want to increase the yard. I have a fairly big yard around this area here. So let's just get on with that. But for the most part, it is just a case of expanding a couple of things and just seeing how far we get with it. I think the series won't be going on for much longer because there's nothing much we can really do for this alpha, and I think it's about time we have a little break, so we'll see what we can do. We've got a parole office up here, which is pretty good. I know there's been a couple of people saying that I should put a guard patrol in here. I originally didn't put a guard patrol in because, honestly, there was no real reason to put a guard patrol here. So there's no real reason to shove a patrol in, as far as I could tell. You know, you could have some sort of guard in here, but why? The only reason you would do that is because they'd boot off, but they don't really do that. So I'm just going to stand them there. Do I want to? I was going to alter the timing of them there, but I don't know. No, I think we'll just keep them there pretty much indefinitely. That's fine. He's just going to stand there at the door, obviously behind the prisoner. So that's our parole, and it's something that we do quite a bit of. I'm just going to speed up to max speed here. And that guy is... what the hell is that guy doing? Looks like this alpha. I don't know whether it's this alpha. Oh my good grief. That's really weird. That's really weird. When it's on max speed, it can't handle it. That is weird, isn't it? When it's on max speed, it just glitches out. That's a new bug. Yeah, that's definitely a new bug. We'll have to fix that at some point. Well, not me, you understand. Right. So we've put in a fairly big yard. Oh, well, that's what it will be. So I'm going to just expand it down. And we'll go to rooms and to yard. And we will extend it along. So do you want to do yard? Yeah, we want to do yard. Yard, clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy. There we go. Fantastic materials as well. And I think we'll go to stone and just put some stone all the way around here, as you can see. And then what I want to do is have a walkway all the way along around here. Now, I asked in the last episode, what do you want to do in terms of extra prisoners? So I said we could get some more prisoners. We could do where we get some more prisoners, put another cell block in, things like that. And a couple of people said we could do that, but to be honest with you, there wasn't a lot of enthusiasm for that, and I understand. So what I'm going to do, I am just going to go with my original plan of just putting a fairly large bit of walkway around it, and then I want to put stone around where the gap would be, like so. And then either side of it, we're going to put trees, and that's what we will do. In this yard here, I think we will dismantle these here, like that. Okay. And then we will just speed up back to max speed. So it looks like we've got a bit of a reform. It says reform program, but they don't mean reform program. They're having a parole hearing there. Jacob Reaver Dodd. So looks like hopefully we're going to... looks like hopefully we'll actually get another person out here. Because every time you get someone out the door, you get 3 grand if they don't reoffend. So here's reoffending chance. What is his reoffending chance on grading? 12%. So, yeah, there's like an 88% chance that I will get fined. Otherwise, I'll get 3 grand, which is good. As you can see, we've got 25,930 generic units of currency. We've got 6,000 coming in per day, and that'll fluctuate depending on how many people we have in the workshop. Now, one of the problems we have is that the workshop has not seen a lot of action as of late because a lot of the prisoners we've reformed have left. We are getting a lot of prisoners leaving. As you can see, we've got prisoners due for release, got prisoners up for parole. We're getting 2 or 3 prisoners, if not more, leaving every day now. And it's interesting. Let me just go to reports here and we'll go to our programs. We've got all of these programs here. We've got a carpentry apprenticeship with 1 interested, so we'll start that. And general education will start that as well. Spiritual guidance will start that as well. So obviously we can do a bit of little spiritual guide-ons up here, which is all good. That's that queued up and sorted. Pharmacological drug treatment, we've got a 70% pass rate on that. We've got a lot of drug problems in this prison, which is interesting. Even though it's very low risk, you would think that maybe there wouldn't be such a high problem. But I think drug, it's... is it drug? Oh yeah, drugs and alcohol are split, aren't they? They are split. I wonder where most of our contraband is coming from. I just thought, actually. I wonder where it's coming from. Why have I not got that bit of grass there? It's finally put in. Right. Okay. I wonder where most of it's coming from. We'll have a look in a moment. I'm just going to go to our rooms and get rid of those, right? I was originally going to make them... Well, I think originally it was going to be... It's going to be like extra cleaning cupboards, but I don't think it's necessary. We've got people working in the library, but we haven't got anyone patrolling it, which is a little bit problematic. So let's just go to guard patrols. Actually, no, CCTV. Let's finish off some CCTV. That's the one thing I wanted to put in. So, put CCTV in there. Don't really need it anywhere else, although I am going to put it in the back there. If I put that the right way, yes, it is. There's all CCTV in there. That's fine. I know I was messing around with CCTV last episode as well. There we go. Right. Look at that. 3 prisoners up for parole. We were 1 over capacity, but now 1 under capacity. You know, we're going to have so many prisoners leaving that we might have a bit of a problem. I'm going to put some tables and benches in this place. So we'll put tables and benches at either side here. And obviously allows them to have a sit down and a little natter. And I know it looks like a bit like a bloody picnic table, but whatever, that's fine. This is a low risk facility. And then we'll put some weights benches. Can we rotate them? There we go. Don't know why the middle mouse wasn't working. And then they've got some sort of court in the centre. We could even put some stone and like make like a little basketball courty type thing in here if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that. I like where the guards randomly congregate around the around here. And there's a lot of prisoners. Why is that guy running around? He's got a need for drugs. And he's throwing up everywhere. He's running around the pitch and throwing up all over the place. Ah, horrible. Our grants, we've got education reform program, 40%, 40 grand, and we've done most of it. The only bit we haven't done is 5 prisoners pass the general education course. Now, the problem with the general education course, you understand, is that you need to pass the foundation, I believe. Yeah, foundation first and then the general education. Slight problem with this one. Let me just connect these up, that one and that one. So I can't monitor them all at once. You can see it's flicking between. The red ones are on and the other ones are off. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, one of the problems that we have with it is that you do need to have people pass the foundation, and we've got a lot of that, but generally the prisoners don't stay here too long, so they'll leave quite quick. And I think there's definitely some balancing problems there, where if you're doing low risk, you can't really... you can retrain them, and training, as far as I'm aware, training does... it does help their reform a lot and their estimated reoffending rate, because obviously you're giving them life skills and such. But if you wanted to say have people, a lot of people, like in this case, work in the workshop, you can't really do it because, well, there's just, they leave too fast, which is don't know if there's a balance issue there or whether it's to do with the amount of prisoners you have or the type of prisoners you have. So yeah. Obviously, if this was medium risk or high risk, then we'd be able to crack on, wouldn't we? But it isn't. Right. One thing we've been sorely lacking for a long time is forestry, and what I'm going to do, click on forestry, and then put a massive, huge, gigantian lump of forestry around here. Looks like we found a tunnel over there in the kennels, so that's obviously a fake one. That's a lot of money we're going to spend on trees here. 6 grand, 7 grand, 8 grand, 9 grand, 10 grand, 10,400. Danger level's increasing. That's an interesting one. Let's have a quick look here. I'm still buying trees. Oh my good grief. We've spent nearly 20 grand on trees. Food. There's a massive food need. Why is the food need up? I don't know. Do we have people working in the kitchen? We should do. Yeah. Ah. No, I was going to say, has that been met? Yes, it is. So there's our supply and demand there, because I've unlocked our extra bit there. So that's fine. We've unlocked the micromanagement bit, but danger level is vast. It's flying up. But it's going to be food any second, and it's really going up. Look at that. Serious complaints. Wow. That's, I wonder why that is. Looks like we've got prisoners working here. For whatever reason, and I don't know why, there's a bit of violence already here. Oh no, that's just been searched. This is interesting. I'm going to have to hire some more chefs. There is not enough cooks working in the kitchen. I think it's because we have pretty much been... We've staffed the entire area with prisoners, basically. That was the whole point. We've got a lot of people working in there. So if I go to work now, go to... not deployment. It's in jobs, yeah. Which is... prison labour. Oh, we got 3 people working in there. Alright. It does say it's working. Don't know then. I don't know why that wasn't functioning correctly. That's a weird one. Don't know why they must have got fed last episode or last food time. That's interesting. Anyway, let's have a quick look at them needs. They're flying up. This is going to kick off any moment. But it's only a couple of hours till food, so they should be alright. And they are low risk prisoners, so they can put up with a little bit of money and such. Right. I think we will go to our foundation and then to building concrete, and we will shove in a concrete building like so. And I don't know yet. There's a bit of fighting. I can hear it already. I've just paused it for a moment. I don't know what these buildings are going to be yet, but I think we're going to have it as solitary. Where's our fighting? I don't know. That guy's an alcoholic, is he? That's what that booze bit means, I think. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, he's failed. He's completed 2 times alcoholics group therapy. I guess he's recovering alcoholic. That's what they say. Yeah, recovering rather than cured. Right. So, 5 prisoners up for parole. 2 prisoners due for release soon. Looks like they're all coming in, and now that danger level should fly down. It is still going up. There we go. Now it's flying straight down. Lovely. Looks like everybody's getting fed and such. And I think we have enough food for everybody. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it. Excellent. That's flying straight down. Don't know what happened in the last one there. That was weird. That was really weird. Right, so we need to go to our utilities and run a small pipe into there, because that's where the toilets are going to be, around the back. And we need to do a bit of power management as well, so we'll run a little bit of a cable inside there, like so. And then we need to have a concrete wall there, either side. This is going to be a single cell that we can put in, I guess, a single cell where we can keep an eye. The middle mouse ain't working. It's a bit buggy for some reason today. Keep an eye on the prisoners. Right, so see if they're well, anyone. Ooh, that's not going to be placed there, is it? That's not going to get done at all. I'm gonna have to demolish the walls, aren't I? Demolish wall. I'm gonna have to demolish the wall first before I can get that other bit done. Right, toilets. Yeah, it's a location where we can keep an eye on the prisoners, so we can put them in protective custody and see if they actually, you know, work. And you know, hopefully it won't get violent and such. So that should all be plumbed in. I'm gonna have to force these doors open, obviously. And I need to put in a bit of flooring, so we'll use concrete tiles there, like so. And that'll look quite nice. I do like the concrete tiles versus against the stone. I think it does look quite nice indeed. Let me just go to our utilities and just check. Yeah, they didn't bother that electrical cable. Looks like they cancelled the job. But that should get sorted any moment now. Now that the wall is out the way, they can get on with that. Right, okay. Any second now. Come on. Come on. Just come and place it. Come on. Just a little bit. Oh no, they're all running around trying to leave there. And I'll wait until I put the cable in. There's that bit of cable, and we can put that in, so obviously that's powered that room up. Now these are only for low risk prisoners, so we can go to our deployment and go for protective custody. Not low risk, sorry, protective custody. We're not going to put anyone in there, it's just a matter of I just thought I would do. Is that concrete wall? It is concrete wall, but it's a different colour. Look at that. That is really weird. Right, so concrete in there. And there's all that powered up. Yeah, I don't think we're going to bother with that, because if we go to informants, we see the only traits we have is X-Law enforcement. We could put him in protective custody, but I really don't think we need it. You know, with the way everything works and such, and the fact that it's not violent, I don't think we need to do that. I was just putting it there just in case we do need it. Right, we actually have 50 prisoners now, and we can open up our intake. No, that's high risk. Open our intake there, because we got 4 prisoners. Oh no, 8 prisoners up for parole. So the amount of prisoners that are leaving is shocking. We have a very, very, very high turnover. In fact, the whole parole thing has completely changed the way the game works now. Whereas you get high risk prisoners, and if you really want to reform them and such, but obviously it's a lot harder and stuff, but you get more payment for them. Low risk prisoners, they come in, they'll stay a little bit, probably only 2 or 3. Well, it could only be 2 or 3 days. I mean, come on, we're on day 33, right? They could come in, do whatever, and then leave within, say, maybe 10 in-game days. We've gone through a lot of prisoners. I don't know how many prisoners have actually left in total. Let's have a quick look at our grading here. So, 41 prisoners have been released. We only have a capacity total of 56. We've almost released as much as we can hold. Reoffending rate is 22%. I think that's gone up. We have paroled early 11 with a 0 reoffended, so that's good. We have a capacity of 56. Deaths in custody 1. That's still a black mark there. We are still this is good prison. It does work. It works exactly as intended. Apart from my original idea to create, license plates and things like that, which it just doesn't work at all. But yeah, it's a prison for you will now get money for letting the prisoners go. So I guess the focus of this prison have changed. The original idea was to have prisoners come in and work in the workshop, whereas now we want to bring them in, quickly reform them and such, and then get them out and then get the money for that. That's the money-centered approach, right? That's looking at from a money point of view, like getting more money and such. From a profit, probably a businessman point of view. Look at all them little seedlings and stuff, the trees. That's looking at it from that point of view, whereas in reality, it's not really about that. It's about having fun while you're playing this. But yeah, I focused it on workshops, but that just didn't work. Not with low risk. It probably would still work if we didn't have this parole. But now parole, yeah, that's actually another way to actually make money if you want to do that. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there. That is the prison as it stands, and I don't think I really want to continue with it. I don't know. There's nothing else I can really do. I mean, I could extend it, but extending it means I would have to really build another cafeteria and a bigger kitchen and things like that, and we might as well have just started again, if you know what I mean. So I might do that, I might not. I want to know what you think. Do you want to start again? Do you want to see another prison? What sort of thing do you want to see if we do? But otherwise I'll probably just give it a bit of a break, because we are the next alpha, as far as I'm aware, alpha 30 it's got no additions. They're working on just a couple of bug fixes and things, but mainly they're trying to get it work on tablets and stuff. So not really, I don't know where it's going to go from here. So we'll see. Anyway, links in the description so you can check the game out yourself. I'm not going to release the save file because not many people download it anyway, and it's a lot of hassle to sort it out and such. But if I get a lot of tweets or something, people really want to have it, then I'll probably just tweet the link or whatever. But yeah, links in the description so you can check the game out yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.